All right, it's been a couple months, but I'm back in the Dallara IR18 and in the iRacing Oval Fixed IndyCar Series. And this is Texas Motor Speedway. And I have had very little practice. I've raced on this track before. Like I said, it's been a couple months since I've been here in the IndyCar. And I don't think I've ever started from the pits before. So this is interesting. Today I'm running a Marine Corps paint scheme. Even my my pit crew has Marine Corps uniforms on, or at least their fire suits are Marine Corps themed. Trying to adjust these mirrors. We're in for 75 laps today. I haven't been in the IndyCar or even on an oval for a while. Week 13, I participated in the Legends Series at Talladega and Daytona, but that's, there's not as much stress involved in races like that because they don't count for anything. But this one actually counts for safety rating and I rating and all the rest of that stuff. So we'll see. So my tactic, I guess my strategy for today is to try to keep the car in one piece, and then for the here we go. I'm going to try to keep the car in one piece as long as possible. Well, that went pretty good. That went pretty smoothly.
You need to catch up to the guy
There's my
ahead.
team right there. The only one showing up on the thing. I have the pit objects and stuff turned down graphics wise, that way it doesn't have too much of an impact on the frame rate of my headset, my VR headset. VR headsets have a huge impact on the performance of your computer. One of these days I hope they come out with a nice high definition VR headset that doesn't really tax your system all that much, but we'll have to see. Damn mouse wouldn't grab onto the black box. Like I said, 75 laps. Probably of carnage.
All right, Lawrence, are you ready? Watch for the lights.
Here we go.
Let's go. Inside. Clear low.
Not a very good start. They already kind of took off without me a little bit. See if I can get a little bit of a draft on these straights so I can kind of close the gap a little bit.
You're ready, picking both up. The gap is now 0.4.
Oh man, caught the apron.
P8, the gap behind is now
Crap.
1.0. Got a three-course caution. Watch out.
Well, we got about 3 laps into it.
Pace car is out. Line up
2 or
single
3
file
laps.
behind, picking both up. Pace car is out. Pits are closed.
I will say these new cars look fucking super sick.
Nobody pitted. It was a little bit too early in the race for that.
Green, green, green. Let's go. Car high. P5.
Hold your line. Clear outside. Outside. Still there. Clear outside.
P4. Be careful, we've got a full course caution. Pace cars out. Line up single file behind car number 9. We're under caution. It's closed.
It's been a little while since I've been on an oval track with cautions, and I know now why I went to short track racing on the dirt side of things. All right, let's go.
Green flag, we're racing.
Car outside. Clear to the wall.
Full course caution, be careful.
Jesus Christ.
Pace cars out. Line up
So the worst
single
part of
file
this
behind
is how
car
long
number
it takes to
9.
pace.
We're under caution. Pits are closed.
A little Spain. Is it really fun for you to keep sitting under yellow? Oh my God.
Yeah. People still need lawyers, so. I was in-house for, have you heard of Fluor, the chemical company? Well, they have chemicals and they do a bunch of like government contracts.
Let's see how far we can get before another caution comes out.
Green flag.
I forgot to turn my engine map down. Ooh, I'm like, why are you going so slow to start?
Well, we made it one lap. Let's see how far we can take this. I still haven't quite figured out how to get into turns 1 and 2. Because see, here in 3 and 4, I can go flat out. Even in the draft, if you handle your there's 2 laps. If you could, you can control the vehicle going flat out. But over here, I got to lift, and it's kind of hard to know. I haven't figured out how much to lift.
Wow, the fact that this is a real life thing is insane.
The danger in 3 and 4 is if you get those tires onto that apron, as we've already seen earlier in the race. If you get those tires on that apron, I'll let them go low here.
Car inside.
It's obviously faster into 1 and 2.
Gap 2. You
That's
can
all
both
I
up.
know.
Ahead is now.
You get those tires on that apron in 3 and 4, and especially coming around to turn 4, and you will go around. You will lose it.
I think my tires really took a beating riding 20 laps under caution.
P5.
Like I said, I'm not trying to be too crazy this early in the race. I don't want to. I want to keep my car in one piece. These open wheel cars are very. Get a little bit of run on the inside here. These open wheel cars are very sensitive to any damage to the wings or whatever. So, your race could end pretty quickly just with a small
P4.
amount of damage. thinking he had a run on, on the low side there. I was going to give him the opportunity to get past again. As long as I can keep those leaders in my sights for now.
Carlo. Clear inside.
P5.
Alright, well, we've had a pretty good green flag run going here, so I wonder if we should start thinking about maybe pitting here in a few laps. Or wait until the next caution comes out, because I'm sure there's going to be at least one or two more, maybe three more cautions, probably, maybe get another series of them.
What the fuck, Agustin? What the fuck, Agustin? What the fuck? What the
Cause
fuck?
caution.
What is this keep?
Race car is out. Line up
Oh,
single
there it is.
file behind. Taking both
All right,
lanes.
so
We're under caution. It's
apparently
closed.
those two folks are probably pissed off at each other for something. Sounds like it. I can't understand what they're saying, but it doesn't sound like they're too happy. Doesn't sound like they're too happy at all.
Huh?
¿No viste que me chocaste vos la vuelta anterior? ¿No?
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
Tengo volante en vertical. ¿No viste, salchicha?
Chicharrones?
Vertical, como tú dices. Te apartas y dejas-
Chicharrones?
No cojas y gires el coche ahí a la izquierda. El más...
Yeah, 11. Good racing, 11.
No tiré el auto a la izquierda, me tragué la pared para dejar...
Go and get some tires and some fuel.
Watch your speed.
Now, I don't know enough about these Indy cars and their fuel mileage. I need to spend a little bit more time figuring these cars out, but I'm just going to get a full tank of fuel. Probably screwing myself, but
4,
Still trying to get used to
3,
IndyCar.
2, 1. Box now.
I think we're a little less than halfway through. He got me on the exit of pit lane there.
Yeah, I wish they would have incorporated that track without taking Sonoma out, because it sucks. We lost that race.
Yeah, I don't get why we have to give up one for another. I love them both.
Yeah, Laguna Seca is an amazing track to see the Indy cars at too. I've been there as well.
I'm kind of sad. I know other people don't like Baku, but in F1 that we're probably not going to have Baku. I like seeing all the fuck up.
Castle section is wild there, man. I love the second race they had there. Man, that was wicked.
Green flag. We're
You
racing.
can't accelerate and then not accelerate.
Yeah, that was
High.
about that track.
Okay, Lawrence. We're halfway home. You estimate
Yeah, that restart was
26
all
laps of fuel remaining.
Clear high.
Good heads up, everybody who's, didn't run into the guy in front of them.
Outside. Clear the tower. Clear outside.
P6.
Man, that entry into turn 1 and 2 is really killing me. Oh, got it on the apron. Good lord.
Car inside. Clear to the bottom.
He was able to keep it together until we got past him, so respect.
P5. You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 8.5 seconds.
It's easy and going into turn 1 here. It's easy to get up into the wall if you carry too much momentum into that turn. But like I said, I need to figure out. I need to practice. If I'm at this track in the future, I need to actually spend some time practicing. Basically tonight, I didn't even have a plan to race tonight. I basically came on here, decided I wanted to do a few laps just for shits and giggles, and then was on there for about 5 minutes and realized the race was about to start, so I decided to get in here. So yeah, said it before, make sure you practice.
0.9.
We're at 45, lap 45 here.
P5.
If I can't grab a little bit of draft, I know I'm a little bit behind these guys, but if I can get in the draft on these straights, I might make up for my failure in turn 1 and 2.
The gap ahead is now 1.2. The gap in front is now 1.8 seconds.
It's pretty interesting to be able to get on Texas after watching the IndyCar race here. It was a couple weeks ago, a week or two ago. I forget exactly. It was a couple weeks ago, but you know, here on iRacing, I can actually use the whole damn track, the high or low. For the real race this season, into the corners, they were only able to use the inside lane because they had some of that grip compound. had some of that grip compound. I don't know if it was residue or what they had on the track during the Texas race, but yeah, it made it where if the drivers went high around the corner, they would lose that grip, and there was a couple drivers that just lost it up there. So that was a failure on at the speedways on the speedways end, I think. Didn't have anything, to my knowledge, it didn't have anything to do with the tires or with the setup of the cars. I think it was just something to do with the way Texas handled the track this season. And you know, with this COVID-19 crap going on, I can understand where, you know, there'll be certain things that they really couldn't get to or whatever, just because of constraints on how many people you can have at the track and at one time, and so on and so forth.
Picking both up ahead is now 0.9.
Was able to close this gap, and now's about, well, still got about, is it 13 laps or so? So it's tough getting into that corner when you're by yourself, but when you're in the draft and you're going even faster, it's really tough to get into that corner. I need to make sure I figure that out. These guys are battling in front of me, so I think it's slowing them down a little bit, giving me an opportunity to kind of close that gap a little bit. Sure I don't put those tires on that apron. Mess my race up pretty quick.
The gap behind has increased to 19 seconds.
Close the door.
Trying to protect you up there, man. Really. Holy crap. I'm gonna shut up now.
Sounds like the number 11 car is struggling a little bit. I might be able to take advantage of that. Hopefully, if I can get a good run. Need a good run off that corner. That's what's hurting me, man. I keep saying it, but that's what I'm struggling with. I think if I can get a good run through turns 1 and 2, I would have had, I think, all three of these guys in front of me at one point. But Just struggling with that corner.
Alright, Lawrence, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left.
And, all right, there we go.
Right. Still there. Still there. Where the
Should get him here. Yep. Cool. See if I can hold on to it. I was to say I had 4 laps of fuel left. That's not good.
P4.
Got 10 laps of this race left. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna lose some spots. Maybe get lapped if that's the case. I took a full tank too, so I would assume that everybody else is in the same boat.
Full course caution, watch out.
Oh, there it is. Perfect. Perfect timing.
Pace car is out.
Get into the pit.
Closed. Pace car
Go
is
get
out.
some fuel.
Line up single file behind Higginbotham. We estimate 3 laps of fuel left.
5 seconds.
All right, so I lost a spot
Green flag.
getting into the pit there. So this is it. We only got 5 laps left. So 5 laps to try to make up 1 spot. But like I said, we're struggling with this turn here. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of a tall order, I think. But if there's any time during the race that I can just start pushing it a little bit, I need to get up to them though first. They're all battling again, so maybe that'll give me the opportunity to get up to them.
Two laps left.
Oh man, see, if I had a better corner, if I had more speed or whatever into this corner, or at least out of the turn, I'd be able to get somebody here.
I'm just trying not to squeeze you down, man. We've been racing how we're playing all day.
White flag, 1 more lap.
All right, well this is it.
Car outside.
There we go.
Outside is clear.
Nope. All right. I was hoping to be able to get a run on him.
P4.
Not too bad. Finished 4th.
Yeah, good run, guys.
Was able to get by the 4th place car in the last corner.
Yes, sir. You were clean, man. Had a lot of fun.
All right. Well, that was fun.
I actually lost the lead when I pit.
Check out the crashes like I usually do.
I had to come back from like.
Oh man, that looks like netcode. Let's slow that down a little bit. Yeah, that's that's a clear-cut case of netcode right there. Oh man, just got up into the wall. Got up in the wall and took everybody else out. The hell was that? He just had a run at the restart and just ran somebody over. Once again, getting into that wall. And back on his wheels. And that's what I'm talking about right there. You get those tires on that apron, and it'll send you around. I think that was the last caution. All right, this is my first official, IndyCar race in a couple months. But it was fun. I started the race in the 10th spot and out of a 14-car field and finished 4th. So I'm happy the way this one turned out. It was really fun. The only drawback is, and the reason why I went to short track dirt racing in the first place was because of how long these pacing laps are. Good Lord, it feels like you're spending the majority of the race pacing. But it's still fun. When you're actually racing, it's fun. So I need to get to know these cars a little bit better. Was doing a lot of dirt track racing. I had to take a step away from that just because it was getting really old, getting steamrolled, turned around. I could be running in the top 5, doing fairly well in my split, and then I would get turned around, put in the back, and then I'd have to struggle to try to be competitive. So had to take a step away from that, but I'll be getting back to that. I just got a promotion to the B class in dirt, so I'm going to be trying some UMP modifieds here pretty quickly, as long as the car counts are decent. Maybe doing some pro late model stuff as well. I need to learn some setups, but I've been doing a lot of fixed stuff or just running the iRacing setup. But anyhow, thanks for watching this one. I'll see you on the next one, and have a great day.